Okay, so Mythic time, and it seems like this one's a little special. So, yes, I know what it is because, everything has been spoiling me, even though I wasn't trying. Yeah, we get that thing again. So, yeah, we got another one of these banner, which I know what it is, but only because, like everything that completely unrelated to what I was doing was spoiling it. So anyway, let's get this going right now. I guess I haven't seen that much of what's actually going on, but I guess we could I'll see what's going. It's kind of funny that we're getting him now. It just I find it's kind of funny. Man, it's kind of crazy. What took him so long? yeah. I doubt. There's no way you just casually goes Tamara. Probably a lot more stuff here that wasn't there before. Could be before we do an Astra season. But yeah, Noah's saying he's only as good as he is because he's made playable later than his usual appearance. It's kind of crazy that he just showed up now. Holy frick, it's everybody!
I need you. And I you.
Oh wow. Is this just everybody? The Fire Emblem. Okay, so we got a new Marth duo, which is crazy. I'll tell you why later. I had things to say about this. No, it's the story of the Fire Emblem, not just Fire Emblem. Wait, why is he a Wyvern Knight in this? I did not notice.
I'm with you.
Why is he a Wyvern Knight in this? That's new.
To a future of light.
It's for everybody. That's great. Was not everybody, but I was might as well be everybody. Oh, look, he has phone, just like what's a quote? I think it was another Marth that had it. Anyway.
Together, no matter what.
Hey, look, he finally got the Cavalier Bros having an all for once. Yep, that is crazy. Absolutely crazy. They made Bantu of all characters do this.
I do as I must.
He's already one of the worst characters in Fire Emblem Heroes, and yet they started trying to make him good. And they're both red, which, oh boy. Okay, fine. Okay, let's see, okay, so see, okay, you got green and gold right now. Okay. Okay, new Ira's in this. Okay, new Ira is in here. Okay, cool. Interesting. Okay, so does everybody Marth count as a mythic? Let's see here. May not appear again in Hell the Future. I knew it. I've heard of this being while I was downloading this, so it says, oh, it's part of the 35th anniversary thing. I figured to myself, wait a minute, I have this weird feeling that this might be a special occasion that'll never happen again. A big example I could think about is Ash and Pokemon Masters. Because Ash, for whatever reason, was released one day into Master. I believe it was the second anniversary. It's the anniversary where Thunderbolt Red and crew were there, and he was never released again. So yeah, I found out we're you think, oh, it's Ash there. I didn't bother with him because Thunderbolt Red is just way better. But and he is. I think he still is. I don't know. But point is that they never released Ash ever again. So I was thinking maybe this is something similar. It's a very special occasion. If you don't get him now, you're probably never gonna get him ever again. And I think this is actually the case. So anyway, let's go down to the actual characters here. So Alm, we already know what it looks like. He's a bit of an older character by comparison. I'm surprised I just remember that he exists. Hey, look, guys, a character who I just forgot exists, but he's here now. Okay, I think there was some I forget if it was on the subreddit or one of my Fat Friends list that is so obsessed with Elm specifically. Like, oh, like, where's my femboy Elm or something? And there you go. He's finally here. Insert the rest of the DK rap here. Anyway, so I guess we can get going with his stuff. So let's see here. The B skill now. Okay, okay. Sometime after Spring Aether was released, I looked again at the B skill, Bestial Agility. I just said, hey, I wonder how fast will I get a post banned from r/Fire Emblem Heroes if I, just take a screenshot of Spring Aether, on the summary screen, right, whatever, with a Bestial Agility, and type in the caption, now remove the agile. Yeah, it was about an hour, about 2 hours or so, and it got removed. I don't need to say, I just said the joke, so Bestial Agility minus the agile. You people be doing that to Pokemon. I'm like, god dang serious. This is crazy. Anyway, so preempt Screech Inheritable C, which inflicts SC minus 4 on foe. And then, wait. Oh, it's one of those feud skills. Disable skills of all foes, excluding foe in combat, grants special cooldown. Also, it's one of those feud skills that doesn't suck. Okay, cool. I'm gonna say that's actually pretty cool. So that means that it gets deals with save skills. Cool. And yeah, I think this could actually work on more melee flyers. I don't know if it's gonna be like a flyer only thing, because it looks like a flyer only thing. I don't know about you, but yeah, this looks like another pretty good anti-save skill. Yeah, it's a feud skill that doesn't suck, so that's pretty good. Anyway, so pref A, new opening. Let's see here. First paragraph, I've seen a similar character, so we can move on. If defending ether rates, screw that. If units transformed or foes is 3/4, the start combat, all +9, neutralizes cooldown stuff. True damage based on true damage based on what's the variable? Oh, and reduces damage rolled by a variable. What is the variable? Well, the variable's deep in the paragraph. So yeah, something variable, damage reduction specials by, what is the freaking variable? The variable is number of spaces start position to end position, or of whoever initiated combat times for maximum 12. Okay, so lots of variable stuff, cooldown stuff, damage reduction, and further damage reduction for special specifically, based on how much you moved, and then heals because why not? All right, sure, we can now move on to Nimble Beast. Cool skill. I got nothing wrong with that. Anyway, Jaws of Closure. Do bats have jaws? Anyway, when you need to control save skill will not trigger, so it doesn't even matter. So it didn't matter if the C skill has a way to deal with save, but your weapon does too, and it specifically says no saves allowed. I guess cool, but honestly, would this be better on? Oh no, wait, you're an Astro Hero. Never mind, you're an Astro Hero. Because Astro Hero. Because Astro Hero are more of offense, offense stuff, and where Anima is defense, or at least that's how it actually goes. But yeah, this is kind of silly. Anyway, if unit acts in after Kanto, it flips the status undefended. Okay, I forget what that does, and I don't not want to look it up. I've already seen no saves allowed, and that's fine. That's already good enough. Let's see here. 3/3 center unit inflicts all -5 and pierces by 50%. Start of combat, if quartered, you grants bonuses to all depending on unit speed. Does a variable depending on number of foes within 3 stages of units, max 4. And then, yeah, sure. So the variable +6. And then that's pretty much it. That's all that matters. And then the beast effect, sure. And since it's a flyer, it gains one more movement and attack plus 2, sure. Okay, so I'm gonna say is the best part of this is really the no saves allowed. But I still don't know if that really matters because it's a red unit. And a New Year's Needhogger is still probably still too tanky. And it's not like there's anything like a effective as armor thing. If either the weapon or the A skill has something that says like makes it effective against armor, maybe this will probably be a really good anti-armor flying unit. But that's not the case here. So I do think it's kind of interesting. I just don't think that is all that optimal. Now, anyway, before we move on to Marth here, let's go to the actual attacking screen, which is one before it. Okay, so we got Marth, Sheeta, Gordon, Drog in the back, Tiki, Kay and Abel. I don't remember the dude with the sword. Who was the dude in the sword? I don't remember. I don't remember. I think I know what the character is, but don't remember the name of the character. I think I know who the character is, but don't remember the name of it. Because it doesn't look like Ogma. It doesn't look like maybe it is Ogma. I don't know. It could be Ogma. Just like Ogma was like no. Doesn't Ogma wear brown like normally in Fire Emblem Heroes? I think there's another character that's similar to this. But yeah, this is the everybody banner. This is the everybody character. Can I just call him the? I'm pretty sure like the Fire Emblem, the fan community is gonna call him like 35th anniversary Marth, duo Marth, because it's like this looks like a very special occasion. But yeah. Anyway, we move on to the actual art of the character. Yeah, this is like a very it's a special occasion. This is like it's a Marth Sheeta duo. Okay, but I'm gonna say this like normally I would probably be mad that I was like when I first heard that the duo was gonna be like Marth, I thought to myself, oh great, they're breaking the rules again. Like they broke the you can't like the duo lead can't be used twice, but here we are. But then I realized as I was even doing this video that no, this is a special occasion. Like this is not something they're going to probably not going to do again. So I figured this is kind of it's fine and it's okay. Just because this is a special occasion, not something they're probably going to do again. Because this is the 35th, the Fire Emblem 35th anniversary. I don't think Fire Emblem Heroes is going to live long enough to see its 40th, to see the 40th. So I do think that this being a special occasion would be fine. So and of course the GOAT Yuri Lowenthal is in this because Matt's the GOAT. I mean. You know who else Yuri Lowenthal voices that so happens to be green? Anyway. But yeah, art's amazing. Art's amazing. Art looks like it was like made for a special occasion, and it works absolutely perfectly. So anyway, let's go see what we're dealing with the skills. So anyway, inheritable SD hold glide is hold guide. I don't know if it's gonna be like a side grade to SD hold. It might be. Allies in 2 spaces of the unit can move to any space in 2 spaces of the unit. You can move to a space in 2 spaces of any ally with 2 spaces. Oh, this is more like it says it's meant to be a range skill, but it's more like one of those guidance skills or air orders, that sort of thing. So yeah, this is just like one of those orders skills or guidance skills, or both, plus SD hold. This is SD hold better. This is SD hold, but like better. So we're finding. I can't believe we're getting tier 5 skills. Getting tier 5 skills. Anyway. Oh my goodness, Discord. Discord, can you please not now. Anyway. Also inheritable A, Blue Skies. It's everything Twitter's for. It definitely isn't like the names that Twitter is now known as for. This is Blue Skies for. Anyway, yeah, it is definitely a flyer skill. Anyway, has Kanto 2 by default, so Venture Palette can sit this one out. If you didn't choose combat and choose favorite ally, AS8 deals true net. Well, yeah, already like I've already just said. Once your pals out, it boosts speed and SLV pal first attack defense. Anyway, deals true damage based on a variable. Number of allies within 3 center unit times 2 plus 2 maximum 8. Okay. And damage reduction by rolls for attack by the variable flat. And that's it. Okay. This is actually pretty decent. I got nothing wrong with this. Especially considering, like, because, like, this basically just says, oh, grants attack as 8 to unit, kind of like a Swift Sparrow. And the fact that it's basically like a Swift Sparrow gives you Kanto. And due to the nature of the Sea Skull, if you choose to hold it, and you will need to hold it, that's why it's called hold. Like you're always going to activate it. You're pretty always going to activate it. So yeah, this is actually kind of crazy. Anyway, the Shield of Hope inflicts ASD -5, neutralizes follow-ups, and then grants effects based on the total value bonuses on the 3 allies with the highest bonus totals during combat, excluding unit. So okay. If for some reason, like, if everybody has at least 20 like stat differences or stat totals, I guess, you get potent stuff. Okay, you get potent stuff, and if it's equal to more 40, and then Vantage, and if equal or more to 60, Candlelight? I don't know. Neutralizes effects that prevent units. Neutralizes effects that prevent units fall attack. Got it. Also, if it's the first combat, you need to get a follow attack. Okay. I see where this is going. So I think that means that you also will want to have characters that can give a ton of effects to people. And I think we have characters in Fire Emblem Heroes, like, although most of them are not from Arcanea, that give like a bunch of different effects, and other characters that have like effects that help out with having too many effects, like prime skills, or what was the other one? I had it in mind, and I forgot about it. Anyway, and and then stuff copy like bonus copying. We do have that available. So yeah, I got a bunch of other stuff like this. You could probably have a good optimal team with this. Anyway, now it's time for the special called The Fire Emblem. Let's confuse with Fire Emblem or Shining Emblem. It's The Fire Emblem because it is the only one that matters. Fire Emblem. So I guess you could say that this Marth is literally the Fire Emblem of Fire Emblem Heroes, kind of like an Aliar isn't Engage. Anyway, sorry, I gotta keep saying the Fire Emblem. Anyway, boost freaking I was gonna say Astra, but like, you know, the Ragnall Astra or whatever, the thing that Ira has. Anyway, at the start of player phase ending phase, units within 2 spaces of an ally grants all +7 Fire Emblem the status and no panic. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see here because let's break this down. Because I'm looking at the Fire Emblem bonus, but this is kind of crazy. Okay, at the start of any phase, units with 2 states of an ally grants all +7. The bonus that basically says neutral is effective against everyone. But it says all movement types, not necessarily all like weapon types. So you gotta be careful with that, because you know stuff like like Nagi and the Tiki and the recent Tikis having stuff that could head against dragons, that still doesn't matter. That's still not affected by that. And no panic. 2 unit and allies in 2 spaces. So yeah, Marth being a flying doesn't really freaking matter. Anyway, so Marth being like a Wyvern Lord. I want to talk about it later. Anyway, let's see here. Damage reduction. See here. Reduce damage full attack by percentage, but variable percentage based on number of allies with the effect of Fire Emblem. Max 40%. Okay. So you got damage reduction based on the variable, based on how many units are still alive that are close to you at the start of turn. The special has this encounter built in. Okay. And then grants bonuses. Oh no, wait a minute. No, the Fire Emblem isn't just the neutralized Mythic. It's the Fire Emblem's bonus is both paragraphs. So okay, so let's see what else is there. So the Fire Emblem bonus not just neutralizes effective against all movement types. There's also grants bonuses to units all depending on the highest bonus of each stat. Isn't this similar to? It's almost similar to Zane's thing, except Zane's thing sort of copies the stat, but like yeah, it gains bonuses based on the highest bonus. I just remember like reading all of this, saying, "Hey, don't we have other Marths that do exactly this or something similar to this that just helps out people with like it's basically already winning, the win more card." Anyway, damage reduction by flat 10, and then that's it. Okay, so yeah, I get it. So if you have a way to get everybody to have like crazy amounts of bonuses, then basically have a win more button start a turn. Yeesh. Anyway, the weapon, the Sword of Peace. Okay, kind of weird that a weapon made for war is called peace. But it's like fighting, like you love peace so much you're willing to go to war for it. Anyway. But then again, the thing the false called the Blade of Light. So, Blade of Light, Sword of Peace, what's the difference? Anyway, for Aliceman 3/3 unit, AS5 and grants cooldown to all allies? Or to whenever an ally is attacking. Okay. And then heals 10 to the allies after combat. So the idea is, if you're around an ally, that ally is getting some buffs. So, and Alm's like, no. Anyway. Oh boy. Big third paragraph. Okay. If you just within 3 spaces. Oh, that's 3/3. No, 3/3 is the next line. You need to win 3 spaces of an ally. Grants bonuses to use all depending on the number of allies to win 3/3. Center unit. That's 14. Deals a variable damage. What's all these variable damages? Deals variable damage. Damage reduction by half a variable. And damage reduction by the full specials by additional 50% variable. Elm's thing. And the variable depending on, of course, the highest total bonus of the month unit now within 3 spaces of unit. We get it. You get bonus. You get a ton of bonuses, and you get bonuses for people with a ton of bonuses. And then you get stronger because of all these people with too many bonuses. Like at this point, like you could probably find a way to overload Fire Emblem Heroes with every single bonus in the game. I'm pretty sure you could probably find a way at this point to get to like how do we get there? Fire Emblem Hero bonuses. Imagine if there was a way to get a how do we get here of in quests like Fire Emblem Hero bonuses. And by how do we get here, I'm talking about the Minecraft achievement that gives every status condition at once. So imagine that. Imagine like there's a possibility to get a how do we get there for Fire Emblem Heroes. Anyway, damage reduction, piercing, heals, yeah. Okay, I think we get it. Okay, now before we move on, I should move on because I'm going to that screen anyway. Okay, so this Marth being a Wyvern Lord. Okay, so this is kind of crazy because Marth's never been a flying unit, like ever. Like he's been a cav before. He's never been armored yet. But yeah, he's a flying unit here. But not just any flying unit. It's a Wyvern. It's a Wyvern Lord. I just find that insane. Entirely because my first Fire Emblem was Shadow Dragon, and my 2 best units in the game that were pretty much like taking the game out by the 2 of them are Abel as a Dragon Knight or Dragon Lord, whatever, and Minerva all comes with that class. So basically, my best units were the quote Wyvern Lords. And my first ever Fire Emblem, and those 2 were with my without question best characters in the game. So the fact that we have Marth here in that class as a special one of a kind special occasion, it kind of says to me personally that yeah, this guy is special because he's your favorite class in the game that he's the star of. So honestly, I think this is kind of a really nice thing that Fire Emblem Heroes has gotten. Especially considering that I'm no longer going to be playing Fire Emblem Heroes by December. I've already said this before, but I'm not, like, once Book 9 ends, I'm quitting Fire Emblem Hero videos. Like, those videos are done. And may or may not also quit the actual game. Maybe. I've not decided on that yet. But all I'm going to say is that it's nice to have a really nice special occasion. But that does mean that you got to pull this thing now, because you probably never can pull it again. Considering that both of these guys are reds, and the other red is Ira, which I already have, but dang, she's good. So you got, let me guess, you got a femboy, a one-of-a-kind special occasion, and a me reference, like a reference of myself specifically. You got like a nice trio of a really good time. Take that first thing I said, however you will. Okay, the rest are mid. The rest are fine, but we're only here for one thing, and we're pulling for red specifically for hit because again, probably never gonna pull him again. So get ready for that. So for right now, I think we're done here. We're pulling right here. We're probably saving orbs, probably buying a bunch of orb packs just to get this Marth. But for right now, see you guys later.